I determine the order flow of the market. So first and foremost, I mostly go on a 3-month time frame. So on the 3-month time frame, I check if there was like a failure swing, or and to see a failure swing helps me know that there's a continuation in the market. Now there's no any, but I focus on only the last 3 candles, But there's no failure swing here. So, but let me show you what a failure swing is. This is a failure swing here. It tried breaking this low, but it wasn't able to. So this is a failure swing, and if I was trading this month particularly, I would have been bullish because there was a failure swing, so definitely it was going to continue upwards. Yeah, so I did not see anything on the 3-month time frame. Then I go on 1 month. Then I look for another failure swing. I don't see anything. Then I go on the weekly. Now, as I said, I focus on the last 3 candles, right? Yeah, I focus on just the last 3 candles. And this one, that is the 3 candles I look for. And there was a failure swing here. It took the low, but it couldn't continue lower. It came back into the range. So definitely, we should be going higher. We should be looking for higher prices. So then I determine my drawn liquidity. Meaning where it's gonna go when it starts pushing up. Yeah. Then I determine my drawn liquidity. Then with this, I know my order flow, I know my bias for the week, and I know that I'm bullish. So throughout the week, I'll start looking for bullish moves, only buys throughout the whole week. And even this one confirms it. Took out this low, traded into this FEG, and it started going up. So basically, the whole week I'll be bullish with this in trading this week. Yeah. So I'll go to the daily, then find my entry, or the 4-hour. Mostly I take my entries on the 4-hour time frame. That's where I take my entries. Yeah. I use the OTE to take my entries. So at this point, there has been a swing formed here. So let me see. I draw my OTE because I'm looking for bullish moves from here to here. The swing point. Then this is where I'll be taking my entry. I mostly take it on the 7.05 or the 0.62. It depends on your risk tolerance, or what you are willing to risk. Yeah, or what you are willing to risk. And also I use the OTE because the OTE helps you to pick your entry without focusing on any PDRE or getting confused by a breaker, an FEG, another block. Those things sometimes confuses you. You don't know which one to enter on. So right now, all you have to do is just pick one to focus on the 0.62 or the 0.705. And for me, I focus on the 0.705 because it gives most of the time a very nice entry, and a trade with an entry with less drawdown. I was reading this trade. Yeah. I already analyzed this trade during the day. Then most of the time I put my stop loss over here. But it depends on what you are willing to risk. But for me, I put my stop loss over here. I'll show you a trade I took on Bitcoin to confirm that this is exactly what I follow every single week. This is the steps that I take to analyze my trade every single week. Let me see. Going Bitcoin. Yeah, this is a trade I took on Bitcoin. Every single week. That's exactly what I do. So let me show you what I did here. Sorry. I came on the 3 months, and on the 3 months, as I said, last 3 candles was a failure swing. It failed to break the low. You see, failing to break the low, meaning I'm bullish in trading this particular candle. I don't need to draw it. For me, I don't need to draw it at this point. Then they come on the 1 month, but when you figure it out on the 3 month, it doesn't mean straight away you're bullish. You have to confirm it. Make sure that the lower time frames are giving the same signature, the same signs, so that you follow it. You see, yeah. So you can see this one also failed to break it. Last 3 candles, okay. The last 3 candles, you can see this one is awake and it's failing to go lower. It's showing that it can't go lower. You see, yeah. So then I go on the weekly. The weekly, last 3 candles, as I said, last 3 candles. See, failing, it failed to go lower, failed to break this candle slow. So I look for high prices within this week. Right? I look for bullish moves. I look for bullish. I look for buys only this week. Yeah. So, and as you can see, this one, same thing. The daily, it failed to break the low. I need more confirmation. Last 3 days, right? Failed. It failed to break this low. Then this, I'll be trading this day, which I traded it. So I traded it actively. I'll send you the before of it. So after I took this high, came down to take this low. If you know more about double page, you call this double page. So it took this low high, then it came to take this low. Then I drew my OTE for my entry. But this one I entered on the 0.602, and I'll show you why. I went on the 1 hour. I saw this trade on the 1 hour, not on the 4 hour. Yeah, this trade I saw it on the 1 hour, not on the 4 hour. So I took it on the 0.62 because I saw the trade around this area. I saw it around this area, and I felt like it wasn't going to come way down here to the 0.6. That's what I thought at first, because I saw this other block here, this other block. I felt like, okay, then it will just maybe come down, maybe give me an entry on this other block. You see, I drew a line here on this other block, or to come down a bit and wick the 0.62, but it came down to the 0.075, 0.705. That before it started going up, and after that, you see an aggressive move to the outside, a very aggressive move to the outside, a very aggressive move to the outside. Exactly. Beautiful trade, and this is. And also, let me show you why I placed my SL where I placed it. I don't want it to be like just because it wasn't below the 0.79. Let me draw there. Actually, I placed my stop loss here, right? Yeah, I did not place it there. I placed it below this, right? Okay, let me show you why. So there was this FEG created here. There was an FEG over here. Then price came back to tap and fill that FEG. So basically, if price is supposed to go higher, there's no way it should come back to this point. So this low should be protected. That's why I placed my SL at that point. I'm not going to place my SL over here. It wasn't because I wanted to risk less or something, but it was because price came back and failed this fair value gap. So I decided that whilst price have failed that fair value gap, there's no way it should come down if we are to expect higher prices. Yeah. So basically, this is my whole strategy, and this is how I determine order flow, my draw liquidity, and everything. My draw liquidity and everything, and how I pick my entries. Yeah. This is just simplified. It's simplified. You don't need to focus so much on FEG, breaker, all those stuff. All you have to do is just find your draw liquidity, figure out the order flow, then wait perfectly, then draw the OT, then just enter on the 0.075, sorry, 0.705 or the 0.62. Yeah, depends on what you want to risk, what you are willing to risk. Yeah, so that's everything. Thank you.